Hey everybody, this is Derek for The Grumpy Guy Show, talking about episode number 99, Elon is Not Vital. Recorded on Wednesday, June 28th, 2022. Tonight's topics: you have to rent our chair, Windows sucks, Twitter blocks another, and a PSA on pollinators. Stick around, it's a good show. Good evening everybody, welcome to The Grumpy Guy Show. I'm Derek McAllister.
And I'm Ryan McAllister.
So, I want to start out tonight by apologizing for not doing an episode last week. Saturday was my youngest graduation party, and preparation took up a whole lot more time than I expected, and it was kind of hot and humid, which I'm old. Wore me out. So, no episode last week, but we're back on track. Hopefully we can keep it going. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have some guests for next week so that we could celebrate the milestone 100th episode.
Woo!
Yeah, so that'll be pretty cool. But, so we got 3 topics. If it seems kind of rushed, we almost didn't make it again this week. Ryan had some laptop problems last night, prevented us from recording on our usual night. And then he had phone issues, which caused us to have to go down to take care of that today. So, may end up being a little rushed, a little short, who knows? Just depends.
Speed run.
Yeah. It's not like it's going to be intentional. But, let's get started.
Alright, what do we got?
Alright, so the first topic, it has to do with the Syracuse Amphitheater.
Okay.
Basically it's an outdoor concert venue right down in the Inner Harbor. And, one of the things they always talked about, and one of the things that people like, is to bring their own chairs, because there's limited actual seating that's underneath a roof. Most seating is on the hillside. So, people like to bring their own chairs because, generally speaking, a chair that you bring is going to be more comfortable than, sitting on the ground or sitting down in one of the chairs underneath. And you still get a decent view of the concert. Obviously, you can hear it well.
Mm.
But what they found out, many fans found out, is that there's a little noticed thing in there when you purchase tickets that states once they get to 14,000 tickets sold, nobody can bring chairs.
Ah.
But here's the real kicker, and it's something that would tick me off, and I'd tell them where to shove their ticket. So, once they sell that 14,000, they say, at that point, they have chairs that you can rent on a first-come, first-served basis.
Seriously?
Yeah, so as if selling 14,000 tickets didn't make enough profit, now they're going to say, oh, well, you can't carry your own chair. We've got chairs that we'll rent to you. It's just freaking ridiculous. I mean, come on.
It's stupid.
These tickets are so expensive. And, of course, everybody's stuck going through Ticketmaster. So, sure, the concert venue's not making as much as they could. However, they're still making money off of this. It's just nuts. What's the difference between 13,999 tickets sold versus 14,000?
1 ticket.
Yeah. There's no other difference. There's not even real difference between 14,000 tickets and 5,000 tickets. If somebody's going to decide, I'm going to go on a rampage and kill people with my chair, it's not going to stop them if there's only 5,000 people there. What's going to stop them is the fact that they're trying to kill somebody with a chair.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't think you can kill someone with a chair.
Well, you can.
Well, yeah, probably.
Not with that
Anything
attitude,
can be used
though.
as a weapon.
Exactly. Anything can be a weapon.
It might take a while to kill one person, let alone 500.
It depends. I mean,
With a chair.
you can modify the chair fairly easily and make it so it's a fairly deadly weapon. However, if you're going in with that intent, you're probably not really concerned about doing it with a chair. You're probably thinking of some other way of doing something like that. So I don't get it other than a money grab.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's really,
That's
really...
exactly what it is.
Yeah, and it's completely and totally unfortunate that this is what happens. Any opportunity they have to use an excuse to make more money than what they're already making happens. I find it extremely annoying and utterly ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
If I was one of these artists and I heard that, I'd say, oh, well, then only 13,999 tickets are available for sale.
Yep, exactly.
Unfortunately, they would have to know about it, and of course, they aren't actually scheduling the stupid events. Their publicists are scheduling it, or manager, or whatever the hell they call themselves nowadays. They're doing all the scheduling, and they don't care. All they care about is, well, I got to make sure this guy makes money so that I make money. They don't care about anything else.
They only care about money.
All right, folks. So, you got cut off right in the middle of the topic because of Windows. Yay! I really, really need to start looking. I got to look into something else for recording because this is just nuts. So you missed about 2 minutes of stuff. I'm not going to put it on there because you see me talking and you can't hear a damn thing I'm saying. And, you've got Ryan throwing in comments here and there, but at this point, I don't care. I can't remember what I said because, well, we don't script this show. All we do is, complain. We don't even usually do any research.
Why do research when you're not going to try and offer a solution?
Yeah. But we did offer a solution with this,
Well, yeah.
I don't remember exactly what it was. At what point it was that we had said, at what point it cut off. But basically, the only solution there is for these artists to actually know what's going on.
But they won't know.
Yeah, that's the truth. They're not going to know because, their managers don't give them time to know. Their managers are worried about making money, which forces them to constantly be on the road. So it's not possible for them to do anything, to know this stuff.
Yep.
There's no way they were in Syracuse long enough to hear that, oh, well, you sold 14,000 tickets so people can't bring a chair with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's a money grab that places like the Syracuse Amphitheater can get away with because these artists don't know about it. And truthfully, a lot of them would probably be upset by the fact that this is happening.
Yeah.
It's not a good experience for the fans, especially for the fans to find out after they bought their ticket. Because
that's even stupider.
Well, they say, oh, well, it's right there. They can see it. And it's just like all the other pop-ups that are out there. Nobody reads them. Nobody has time to read them. So how are they supposed to know? They can't. It's not possible. But anyhow.
At any rate.
Yeah, so.
What do we know?
Yeah, we'll jump on to our next topic because. Ugh. If we don't, who knows, a stupid thing might stop working again. And, to be 100% fair, I'm not going to guarantee that it was Windows that's the problem. there's a good chance that it has something to do with OBS. But because the mouse stopped working, and the mouse is USB, it's plugged in with a USB adapter for the wireless thing, as well as the microphone. The mouse stopped working. The microphone stopped working. So, yeah, I doubt very much it's OBS. I'm pretty sure it was Windows. But now I've got the recording software straight in front of me, so I can see as soon as something happens, instead of going for 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever the hell it was.
2.5.
Yeah. All right. So our next topic. One of our favorite morons to talk about on this show, Elon.
Oh, boy. What'd he do this time?
So, everybody knows one of the reasons that Elon bought Twitter was because he claimed it wasn't open anymore, and he wanted to open it and make it an open platform so everybody can speak their mind and share their opinions, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, free speech crap.
Yeah. Except when that means that you are somebody who criticizes Tesla and or Elon Musk. You do either of those and you'll get suspended like this guy. I'll put the link in the show notes, but as long as I remember, that is. But Twitter actually suspended somebody who's been a longtime critic of Tesla and Elon Musk. Wow.
Wow. I wonder why.
But it's an open platform. It also goes back to the guy that, he always posted about Elon's, his jet, where his jet was located. Elon didn't just suspend him, he threw him off the platform completely. So, and it's not like the guy was going through personal private records. Everything with jets is public information. He's just going to public information. You just gotta know where to find it. Yeah. It's not like he was doing something super secretive, or, he was literally following Elon Musk. He was just posting, hey, FAA shows that
this is where he is.
Yeah, FAA shows that Elon's jet is here. I think what it is, I really truly think what it was with that person was the fact that he claims to have started Tesla, which he didn't start Tesla, he bought it. But he claims to have started Tesla to save the planet. Yet he flies in his frickin' jet all over the place.
Save the planet.
Yeah. Yeah. He goes all over the place in his jet instead of taking his electric cars. And no, folks, this is not an electric jet. It is not an electrically propelled vehicle at all. It is propelled by combustion.
Jet fuel.
Yeah. So much for saving the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talk about that stuff, he'd probably say, oh, well, we fuel it the same way that we fuel the SpaceX capsules or the SpaceX rockets. It doesn't matter. You're still burning fuel. It doesn't matter what that fuel is. You're burning it, which means you're heating the atmosphere. The way that a jet works
which adds to global warming.
Yeah. The way a jet works is by thrust. That thrust is created by burning fuel and forcing the exhaust through a small opening. I mean, I say small, but you're talking
yay big.
Well, I can't show how yay big is because it's such a small picture here, but you're talking something that's 2 feet in diameter, if not a little bit more. But still, you're forcing that hot air through there. That's how you get propulsion with a jet. And there are experiments with electric planes. However, they're not jet propelled. They are prop propelled because you can't force hot air through with electricity. It doesn't work like that. You have to get your propulsion from a different source. So, so much for being such a great savior of the world. People say, "Oh, well, he's brilliant." Well, yeah, sure. He's a brilliant marketer. That's what he is. That's all it is. It's marketing. Mm-hmm. I'm saving the planet one car at a time. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're not doing anything for the planet. All you're doing is lining your pocket with a bunch of bullshit. But, he's got to make up for all that money he spent buying Twitter. And he can't have people saying that... He can't have people actually proving that he's wasting off the planet and not following his I'm saving the planet crap.
Not practicing what he preaches.
Yeah. People prove that or they point it out and, goodbye, you're off my platform. I don't know. These people that say he's really brilliant, just, I don't get it because he's just a rich crybaby. Somebody criticizes you and you throw them off your platform. That's just being a spoiled little brat.
That's what most rich people are, though.
Yeah, quite often. And in this case, he had the money to buy a platform just so that he could do things like that. It's ridiculous. But anyway, enough about Elon.
What's our last topic?
We're gonna have to start calling the show the Gripe About Elon Show. He just gives us too much, He does. Oh my. All right, so the last topic. Pollinators are vital.
Okay. What does that mean?
Yes, well. So I'm in a photo group on Facebook. It happens to be the one that's it's about outdoor photography in New York. And somebody took a picture of, they took several pictures of hummingbirds at feeders. Human-made feeders like we have outside where you fill it with nectar and, they come in and take it.
Yep.
The problem that I have is they added a little note to it and said, pollinators are so vital. We really need to protect them. I'm like, okay, so, hey, stupid. Do you realize that by putting feeders out, you're preventing the hummingbird from spreading pollen because they're not going into a flower to get the nectar? They're actually just going to your stupid little feeder, getting what they need, and going on. They're not touching the flowers. Why go to the flowers? Go someplace easy to get food.
Exactly.
I mean, like I said, we've got two of them. But we're also not saying that pollinators are so vital, we gotta save them, we gotta protect them. We're not saying that crap. I mean, I'm the first to admit, we do no research for this show. Okay?
We don't.
We find a topic, we complain about it. But at the same time, I'm not going to say something stupid like pollinators are vital while I'm preventing them from needing to pollinate flowers.
Yeah.
How are they going to pollinate flowers if they never go to a flower?
Good question.
And I mean, there's been plenty of times where I've seen bees at at this thing.
How are they going to pollinate if they don't go to the flowers?
Yeah.
That's the neat part. They don't.
And then of course you get all those people that, stop cutting your grass and let it grow. Be natural. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to let it be natural. and then go out and have ticks all through the yard so that I can't go out to the yard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Let me jump right on that one.
I'll let you jump on that.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing. I mean, you know, it's a great concept and everything. It's just not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to look at the entire picture of things, not just one little itty bitty thing. I mean, if everybody stops cutting their grass, bugs are going to be horrible because they've got all kinds of places to hide. And then what are we going to do? What are we going to do then? Spray everything? Oh, well, I got to get rid of the pesky bugs. I only want to save the pollinators. Well, yeah, you know,
those are vital.
It's kind of a package deal. I mean, you want to save the pollinators, that's great. That's a good idea. However,
you gotta get all the bugs.
Yeah, you let your grass grow, and then mosquitoes have places because little pools form in there for them to lay eggs. And, you know, then you got all the rabbits and everything coming in, and, you know, the rabbits, the deer. What are they going to bring? Well, they're going to bring ticks. Okay. It's just nuts. Think, people. Really, just think. Yeah.
Problem is, people don't think.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't. You know, and that's really, really sad. You know, some people might be watching this and say, "Well, you're not thinking." Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're thinking that we don't do research.
Because we don't need to.
But we're also thinking that if you leave us some comments, we'll reply. And if we're wrong, which has happened before, we will admit it on the show.
It's happened before and it'll happen again.
Yeah. It'll happen plenty of times, guaranteed.
We're only human.
Yep.
We haven't been replaced by AI yet.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe Windows won't screw up when we start using AI. All right, folks, we told you it was probably going to end up being a quick show. So,
and that means the music is going on in the background. Good night.
We'll see ya.